Hey there, fans of YouTube. This is not the Phenomenal Critic. This is just me, Nick Smith, doing a normal video. I was wanting to do a video about what I think the new TNA game should be, and what the new TNA video game should be like. As you've heard from I've heard, there's been rumors that Activision is doing the new TNA game, and I hope that they do really good with this one, because the one that Rocksteady gave us was, or the people who made the Mortal Kombat games, that was just gosh awful. That was horrible. And this is honestly my personal vendetta and my personal things that I think that the TNA game should have. Number one, it should have better controls, because the controls in the game were awful. The controls were horrible. The graphics were amazing. That doesn't need to change. Well, maybe update a little bit. But the graphics were good. That was one good thing about the game. But the controls were horrible. The movement was horrible. The storyline was horrible with Suicide, and you couldn't do any title matches. You couldn't choose any pay-per-views. I mean, yeah, you could choose rings, but like you couldn't choose a lot of stuff. Like you couldn't choose what pay-per-views. Like you couldn't choose to play it Against All Odds, Bound for Glory, Destination X, Final Resolution, No Surrender, pay-per-views. You couldn't, but you could select rings. So here's what I think that the game needs to have. Number one, besides better graphics, we need to be able to have the choice to choose either between a 4-sided ring and the 6-sided ring. Yes, since TNA does have a 4-sided ring now, but I think that would actually be something that the fans would love. Give us the opportunity to choose what ring we want to wrestle in, and then pick the pay-per-view. You know, like, what ring do you want? 6-side. What pay-per-view do you want? Slammiversary. And actually, in this one, we need actual TNA matches. Like, we need 6 sides of steel. Ultimate X, which Ultimate X, actually, they did pretty good in the TNA game. That one wasn't bad. We need 6 sides of steel. Give us 6 sides of steel. Ultimate X. Full Metal Mayhem. Barbed Wire Massacre. Give us Feast or Fired. Give us a ladder match. King of the Mountain match. Give us ladder matches, table matches, Lethal Lockdown, Elevation X. Sorry guys, my phone keeps sliding down, and that's not going to make it any better. Sorry guys, but give us matches like that, and actually put referees in this one, because there wasn't any referees in the game. When you stepped out of the ring, there wasn't no countouts. There wasn't. You couldn't get disqualified. You could do anything you want. And, that's fine, but when that's the type of match, and when it's not every single match. Like if you got the PSP version, if you did a regular match, you could hit someone with the chair and you wouldn't get disqualified. You could stay out outside of the ring for as long as you want. There was no referee. Here's something. Make the arenas bigger, but make the entrances longer. I mean, I understand that this was TNA's first game, but make the entrances longer, man. Give us the ability to be able to make our own entrances, our own music, our own finishers. Don't give a created superstar the same finisher, Chris Sabin's finisher, which I forget what that was called. But don't give them the same finisher every time, because that's not given. That's just, I honestly hope that Activision steps up to the plate and actually gives us what the fans want. And, not just saying, oh, well, the fans keep asking for a TNA game. Okay. It's under this company. Just don't make a crappy game and put TNA on it. Don't do that. Make the tag teaming better. The tag team was awful. Make the tag team actually where you can actually do things together. Give them tag team finishers. What else was wrong with the game? There was just so many things wrong with the game. But the game wasn't bad, but it's definitely not something that you need to get. It's definitely not something I recommend getting just because it says TNA on the label. That's like going and seeing that movie. That's like going and seeing Spider-Man 3, and it was horrible. So if Activision is making this new TNA game, here's the things I think that we need, and I've already said, but give us the ability to do title matches, make our own characters, make our own entrances, our own music, our own finishing moves, Give us the ability to choose between a 4-sided ring and a 6-sided ring. Be able to choose whatever pay-per-view, like any other wrestling game. Actually put women in the match. Actually put women in the game. Give us a good story with not only one character, with all the characters. Give us classic characters like the originals from TNA. Give the fans what they want. I am a fan of TNA wrestling. Give us, the fans, what we want. 6 sides of steel. Barbed wire massacre matches. Feast or Fire. The King of the Mountain match. Ultimate X. Elevation X. I've already said King of the Mountain. Ladder matches. Table matches. Give us all of that. But actually put forth effort into it. And Activision's games, from the ones I've always played, Activision always does a phenomenal job. So, guys, I'm honestly hoping that we get better things. Here's something. Actually, let us use other superstars' finishers than just their main one. Like with Sting and Samoa Joe and with Kurt Angle on how they only did their main finishers. Like how Sting would only do the Scorpion Death Drop, Kurt Angle would only do the Angle Slam, and Samoa Joe would just do the Muscle Buster. Let us have their other finishers, like the Scorpion Deathlock, the Ankle Lock, the Rear Neck Choke. Give us all of that. Don't just give us a few things. And give us more characters. They did give us characters, but look how big the roster's gotten now. I think what they need to do is take characters from the old game that are actually real characters and put them in the game of the new one. Give us characters like Sting, allowing us to choose between the regular Sting and the Joker Sting. Give us Hulk Hogan, yes. Give us Hulk Hogan, unfortunately. Give us AJ Styles. Give us Aces and Eights. Give us Fortune. Give us James Storm. Beer Money. Give us Robert Roode. But actually make the entrances longer. Give us the Motor City Machine Guns. Eric Young. Matt Morgan. Abyss. Give us Velvet Sky. Give us Mickey James. Give us Madison Rayne. Tara. I don't know all the knockouts, unfortunately. But, really step up to the plate and give us fans what we want and what we have been wanting ever since WWE's games. Ever since WWE has made SmackDown vs. Raw through all the way to WWE 13. Give us a TNA game that will make us want to stay and play. Don't give us the same thing. Do not give us the same thing that WWE does. But think outside the box and give us fans what we're wanting. If Activision is really making this game, then I think that they're going to do just fine with it. But they need to step up to the plate and give us some things from the old game that were actually good. Like the reversing thing, how everything can be reversed. It makes the wrestling game even more real. But give us the opportunity to play TNA Impact or Impact Wrestling, whichever you prefer. But give us fans what we want. That's all the fans are asking. Guys, don't mess this game up for us. Don't mess this game up for the fans. Do a good job on this game. Make it more better than WWE 13 could ever be. I know Activision can do it, and I'm looking forward to it. Check out for my next review. This is Nick Smith signing off.